Welcome hobby enthusiasts! I'm Benner here at Minimar Tabletop, and today I want to step out of my own comfort zone and paint Gotfred de Montbard in shiny metal armor, instead of the otherwise very muted metal tones that I usually use. To do this, I first prime the Crusader completely black, and then in grey in the direction where light might hit it, which gives me an initial contrast and allows me to see the details of the miniature better. I use Leadbelcher as a metal base tone. The paint can be applied very well over the grey base color, which is why 1 to 2 thin layers are sufficient. I paint the shield, armor and sword almost entirely in this color, but deliberately leave out some parts that I would like to emphasize differently later. For the shiny armor, I carefully apply Stormhost silver with the following technique: wet dry brushing. As with dry brushing, I take an old mangy brush and spread the paint on a cloth until the brush barely holds paint. Then I moisten it a little again on a damp sponge or cloth. Now I apply the paint in wiping movements as I do with dry brushing. The color can be applied much smoother, which is admittedly not really visible just yet, but will be later on. The coat and the wax component of the purity seal get 2 to 3 thin layers of screamer pink from me. I don't want to lose the beautiful details under 2 thick layers of color, such as the Great Inquisition emblem on the cloak. Then I paint the big eye on the shield with 2 to 3 layers of screamer pink as well. And after that the lenses and sensors. Now I come to the metal details that I want to highlight and start with Runelord brass, which I apply selectively to whatever I like on armor, shield and sword. Then it's Retributor armor's turn for even stronger accents. I mainly use this gold to pick out the skulls and ornaments to make them stand out better. I shade all the metal elements with Drakenhof Nightshade. The dark blue makes all colors look cooler and creates a great color mood. I deliberately leave out the red areas because I will shade them differently later. The gloss also gets some color in this step, because it will help me to paint them black later. Wherever too much paint collects, I simply dab the excess or spread it out with a washed out brush. While the shade can still dry really nicely, the purity seals get 1 to 2 well covering layers of Rakarth flesh. Where the shade has darkened the grey color of the gloss, I paint a thin layer of Abbadon black over it. This ensures that the shady areas become darker and that grey comes through where light would shine on them. Black gloves made easy. And don't forget the strap for the knife. If something is not shaded with Agrax Earthshade, then it would not be a minimal tabletop painting tutorial. I therefore shade the purity seals, the coat and the red eye on the shield. Next I highlight the metal details, first Retributor armour, then Runelord brass. And now the shining silver highlights in Stormhost silver. I want to make the armour really shiny, but at the same time I don't want to overdo it, and put the color sparingly and selectively here and there where light would shine on it. Then I highlight the purity seals with Screamer Pink and Rakarth Flash. I like the coat and the muted tone after I shaded it, as it doesn't distract from the shiny armor. For glowing lenses I put 1 point each with Mephiston Red. And for even more luminosity I paint a smaller point with Wildrider Red. Now just base the model and Gotfred de Montbard is ready to face the horrors inside the Blackstone Fortress. Painting this brave and shiny crusader was a lot of fun, and a slightly different approach to the metal shades gave me some new impulses for other future painting projects. In my opinion, it was really worth it that I tried something outside my painting comfort zone, and it will certainly not be the last time. If you liked the video, please like or even subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. So, see you next time, and remember, keep fighting grey plastic.